when it came to food items, my daughter was selecting out certain foods. She just wouldn't eat anything unless it was white rice noodles, you know. I mean, and so what I ended up having to do was remove those things completely from the house. And so that she started picking other things. Because one thing you find with children, eventually they get hungry and they eat whatever's there. And that may sound really harsh, but that's just our biological reality. Our bodies are designed for a few things, and it's mainly to make sure our species stays alive. And one of those ways is, you know, reproduction, which is we do as adults, hopefully. And then the other is not to starve, and the other is not to be eaten by a bigger animal. So that's our fight or flight reaction.
Right.
And so even with children, you can use that to your advantage, because eventually they're going to get hungry enough, they're going to eat whatever, because that it's biologically driven. And so what I learned was to counter, to not feed into my protective mechanism when hearing my daughter whine or cry or beg, and just like and stick to my guns. That was actually harder than anything else. But eventually they eat, they forget, you know, they at that moment are crying and screaming and just kind of upset with you. But 5 years from now, they're not going to remember. We might, but they don't. However, 5 years from now, they're eating better than they were before. And so it works. But it's really, I'm saying these things as if they're easy. They're not easy, but they work.